So this is what I'm terming as the middle top part of this model diesel engine starter. This one has like a safety plate on it. I'm terming as a safety plate to stop fingers or thumbs, well, help prevent them going forward of the turning part of this model diesel engine starter, so you're less likely to get them caught in a model diesel engine if it starts up. Don't want to chop your fingertips off or your thumb tip off. This has been printing about half an hour. Well, that's one reason it's quite big here. You can get an idea of the size by looking at these. I have graph paper underneath the borosilica glass that I print on. This borosilica glass does have Elmer's glue stick on, which I find very useful. Print and PLA here, but you get this idea of the size of print there, looking at that. I mean, the inside diameter of that sort of circle is about 64, something like that. Don't quote me on that. That's for the spring to go in. A real mainspring from a clock, basically, I'm going to be using if I can never get to work. Now I've tried this with a music box, and that music box spring, a clockwork type spring out of music box that is, and that worked reasonably well. Well, quite well really, I suppose. I don't have a model diesel engine to practically try this out. I'm looking for somebody with a model diesel engine to actually try this in real life. But anyway, I think this is, just a second, this is about a 4.5 hour print, this one. And that's just one piece of this model diesel engine starter. I am printing PLA, 200 on the nozzle, 40 on the heat bed, Elmer's glue stick down on there, and that borosilica glass. As I say, I have that sheet of graph paper under it, and that's just well, as a guide. I don't normally pay much attention to it, to be honest with you, but we could count I suppose the big squares there. So this is the middle top part. I thought I'd show you this because it does have a word on there when the head gets out the way. That's come out reasonably well, this word, like text on the edge, so far as I can tell it has anyway. You see the first part of the word there, danger. This is like a plate around the outside to protect the fingers. You might get to see the rest of the word there. That's come out reasonably well. So as I say, this is like an extra plate I'm putting to protect your fingers from the propeller as it starts up on this model diesel engine. This is the middle top part, well, that's what I'm calling it. This in a way comes in two parts. That's to save having like the need of supports on it. Infill, PLA, 200 on the nozzle, 40 on the heat bed, Elmer's glue stick on that heat bed there, borosilica glass, 0.4 nozzle, E3D version 6 genuine, 0.2 layer height. That word's come out pretty well so far as I can tell at this stage. this is like a pre-build in a way, just, and I am printing out this top bit here again, the words on. I did try printing out some words on here before, and yeah, it came out, well, I mean, the text I was trying to print out wasn't that good to start off with, but it came out quite bad, probably too small in a way to be printed. On the new plate here, you'll have some reinforcing parts on and some other tweaks, so to speak. So yeah, this doesn't have the spring in. Last thing I'm going to do is put the spring in, because it's going to be awkward once you get the spring in. It's going to be awkward to do anything. But basically, you wind this up on a clockwork spring. Does have these ratchet teeth on, as you see here. This will be sort of bolted on here, and then you release the button. I'm still working on this to a certain extent. This is all prototyping, so that's why partly why it's like that. When you sort of knock the button over, it'll unwind itself, start up the model diesel engine. So as I say, I'm printing out this top part again, slightly different. Some other tweaks need doing, like the bolts need cutting to size. These bolts are a bit long here, that bolt's a bit long there, etc, 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 but that's okay. So we basically go together like something like that. As I say, you wind it up on that ratchet I showed you, release the sort of button thing, and it'll unwind itself. And this does have an extra ratchet in here on this inside shaft, so that this can continue on turning if it needs to. It can just turn like that. One thing you're going to have to watch out for is like friction. Now this is PLA springs, because these have to be springy, these two sort of lever arms for Paul to catch in and out. This is PLA, but ABS is meant to be better for springs, I understand. A bit more springy, I understand, but I've just done it in PLA here. Seems to work alright, that ratchet inside. I've done a basic test on it, and it's not too bad. Okay. So that's my model diesel engine. Wait for this other part to be done. Some slight tweak on the sort of pawl that goes in here, just make it a bit less high, because when this is tightened up it does grip it a bit. But then it's going to be almost, well, ready I think for putting the spring in. So here's the finished print with the string there. Yep, that word's come out pretty good. I put that on there because this is to protect your fingers going forward to where the propeller might be starting. It's to replace this one I've got on here. There's a few, well, a slight other tweak to this. Oh well, one of the other things is also put these extra support sort of structures on to give it a bit more strength, because it probably will be getting bashed about a bit in real life. It's that way up, yeah, it goes that way up. This side goes towards the propeller, so you want your fingers this side of it, basically. So much like. Okay. Yep, I'm pleased with that word on there, how it's come out. Danger.